Hi, this is Fahid, and this is the 15th video on Spoken English Course B. 20th, it will cover 29th day and 30th day, and I must set it right. All right. Yes. Yes, here we are. I must go to make a new share. That's right. Yes, you're right now. All right. It will cover 29th and 30th day and Spoken English Course B. I am Wahid from Pakistan and an English teacher, and I have my own understanding with English. When I read, write, or speak English, I just keep two things in my mind: that the sentence that I am speaking, what tense it belongs to, is it present or past or future, or another thing that I always keep in mind is that the verb form that I'm using is proper because grammar is the proper use of a form. And I have an easy way to remember how to use the forms of verb in my speeches. And I also note it when I am reading something. So, as this is not my own course, it is the course that has been selected from internet, and it is presented to you so that you can um, have you can finish an English speaking course quickly and that easily. And the other thing so that I may give my opinion, what is important, what is not important. Okay. Now, the 29th day, and we see here I also need to mention that my method is minimum instructions, maximum practice. Okay. Less of terminology, for example, and this is countables and uncountables. Actually, these are the nouns and the names of the things. Okay. And some things are countable, some things are not countable. Like air is not countable, water is not countable, milk is not countable. Things like this are happening there. And there are some things that we can count, books we can count, and tables we can count, houses we can count. So there are now, these are the names of the things that we can count, the things we cannot count. Now, for example, if say house or water, now if these are countable or uncountable, there's nothing to do with it. We don't care whether it's countable or not countable. We just see how many, one or more, and this is all our concern. All right. No, then we are speaking, we don't keep these things in our mind. It's countable or not countable. And the other thing is that grammatic rules, there are capital letters, the full stop, question marks. When we are speaking English, they don't come in between, they don't interfere. And these are the beauties when we are going to write English, okay, and written English, you will see. And for that, you need to read English, a simple English course, simple English, not, and you see a book which is written by some scholar for scholarly purposes, and simple readings that it should be, and you should read books aloud. Whatever you are reading, you should read aloud, not silent reading if you mean to speak English, okay? Because it will, there's a lip service, okay? Then need to do this lip exercise, not lip service. Lip exercise that is very important because there are some English sounds and words that we have never been able to pronounce in our life before if we don't belong to an English culture. So let's start. And the translation is given on the right, and how to read these English sentences that is in the on the left side tells us that how to read these English words. And this is in Urdu language. That means that this is for the Pakistanis because Urdu is spoken only in Pakistan, not in India. So this book has been written by Indians, and it is translated into Urdu language so that Pakistan people can make benefit of it. And you see, our writing is in Persian type, and the Indian writing is perhaps in Gurmukhi. I don't know if this is real or not. And what I was going to say more, yes, the Indians and Pakistanis, they can understand each other's language fairly well, and they don't have to do any course when they are visiting each other's country. And you see, both the languages, the Indian and Pakistani language in speaking, they are very much the same, though there is a little difference, but they are pretty easy to understand. But in writing, we cannot read their script, and they cannot read our script. So that is the difference. Anyway, we are going to read this. All the books on this table are blue. Everyone in the crowd was stunned. Each of them has his own car. I bought 4 pencils at 15, 15 paisa each, and we can't say that 15 paisa, that's a very old story. I bought 4 pencils at 15 rupees each. Okay, paisa is a very small amount now. We don't use it now. 1 paisa has become 1 rupee these days, or 1 rupee has become 1 paisa these days. And so that's better. We say that I bought 4 pencils at 15 rupees each. 15 is currency in Pakistan. Sonia and Reena are fond of each other. Rajiv visits his mother every other week. Either of these two keys will fit the lock. Give me something to eat. Take out anything that you have in your pocket. I oh, I have lost many a thing. Okay, I have, and we did it. I've lost many a things, many a thing. All right. Has someone come? Yes, somebody is waiting for you. There was commotion. There was commotion in every house. There was uproar in every house. Uh, had anybody else come? Had anyone else come? Nobody, no one came here. Nobody came here, no one came here. Same. Everything in the house is at your disposal. You can use anything in this house. Everyone in my house is ill, and they were in the garden all the time. They spent all the time in the garden. We went all around the garden. They traveled all over the country. All this while I waited for her. Okay, let's move on to next page. Again, idiomatic sentences. Okay, well, a bit difficult expression, and you need some understanding about beauty of saying something. Bad habits should be nipped in the bud. Mohan lives from hand to mouth. In this type of sentence, words are not in their real meanings. Okay, uh, the real meanings may be a bit different. Okay, so translation is given so you can understand. Mohan lives from hand to mouth. The dacoits are still at large. The number was caught. The murderer was caught red-handed. I got wind of this matter. His days are numbered. Building castles in the air won't help. He had a narrow escape in the lorry accident. We should not lose our temper over trifles. And he has seen many ups and downs in his life. I can work for 12 hours at a stretch. He wants to reach the top by hook or by crook. Well, yeah, these were the sentences, idiomatic sentences as well as you have to most some of the some of my visitors um, of the site might be students. The possibility that they are students, and in that case, some idiomatic expressions are welcomed. And those who are editors usually and they use idiomatic expressions in their news, and this is very thriving or living language. But for the beginners, of those who are going to learn English in the beginning, it is difficult for them. Okay, for example, I'm speaking to you, I'm not using any idioms, and there's no need, I can avoid. And I think when with the beginners, so we should avoid them. But sometimes it may occur and not very frequently. Right, this is a drill. 30th day is only based on exercises. I shall see what best we can make out of it. Here it is to make sentences. This is his house, this is her house, this is their house, this is your house, this is my house, this is our house. You don't see any transition here. So anyway, this is easy. Try to understand what it is. That isn't his house. That isn't her house. That isn't their house. That isn't your house. That isn't my house. That isn't his house. Similarly, well, good exercise that we've done. This house is his. Yes, we can say in the same thing in another way. This house is hers, but this is not the right way to say. So I'm skipping it. So this one is good. This is my house. This is your house. There's no need to say this house is mine, this house is his, or things like this. It is in that bag. It is in that basket. It is on that table. Okay. And your plate is um, in that bag. Your plate is in that basket, and your plate is on that table. Well, that's good. Similarly, uh, the bottle is in that bag. The bottle is in that basket. The bottle is in on that table. But the cup is in that bag. The cup is in that basket. The cup is on that table. So you can change it here, but here you need to make selection. Okay. All right, when we move on next, I'm too tired to answer the question to do such heavy work. Okay, I'm too tired to do such heavy work. I'm too tired to go back so soon. I'm too tired to answer their questions. Well, this can happen, and this type of expression, this is common. Right? You will be too hungry to do such heavy work. You will be too weak to go back so soon. You will be too weak to answer their questions. Well, when we arrived, it began to rain. When we arrived, he started crying. When we arrived, the lights went out. When we arrived, he moved away. This is past, okay? We arrived is past. The rest of the things are also in the past tense. Like it began past, he started past, lights went out past, he moved past. So this is all past. Here you can see we arrived, the train left, he came, she noticed, all this is past. Signs of past was were had S plus 2 could would, and here I see S plus 2 subject followed by second form. We arrived, the train left, he came. Second form means past. The second form is only in the past tense. So next we move. The past tense doesn't accept the signs of present or the signs of future. Very rarely it happens that the past has to accept the signs of present and future. Otherwise, past has its own signs. It doesn't accept the present or the future. Comments are always in present tense. I have a bit different way to understand English because this grammatical method is very lengthy and very heavy and very unnecessary. I usually avoid it, but for the school going to children, I often I have understanding of these. I have studied grammars because it, it became challenge for me again and again when I came to teaching. But when it was matter of speaking, I never see paid attention to many of the grammatic rules, especially to terms. Rules we follow, but we don't follow the terminology when we are speaking. For example, I go to school. This is present indefinite tense. But this is indefinite or not indefinite. What does it matter to me? I don't care. Okay. I just know this is present. That's all. And the other thing is that there is some imperfection in the grammatic rules as well. And no research has been made. And anyway, if you would like to join my class, then you'll come to know that how wrong grammar is. Okay. You must refrain from. Okay. You will come from the experience. Anyway, this is the prepositions. The right preposition is very good. The use of right preposition is good. But if you make some mistake in the beginning, it's no problem. Always pay attention that you are using the proper use of verb form. Grammar is proper use of verb form. Grammar is mainly the proper use of verb form. All right. This is what I know, and I always keep this thing in my mind that I need to use proper. Okay, here we can make some practice that it is present, past, or future. Must, it doesn't refer to present or past. Must is 20% present. You must refrain. And this is 20% present, not is 100% present. Was means past. Okay. And this he prevents, and this is first form, s plus 1, and this is present. Is means present. Got second form, that is past. Was past. Police looked, and this is past. He is present, is present. She went, that is past. The doctor warned, s plus 2, that is past. So it's very easy and this really important and to make practice its present, past, or future. Make good practice when you are doing something. Okay, the money is here. Good things have come. The money is collected. The money is being collected. Money has been collected. The money is going to be collected. The money was collected. Money was being collected. And money had been collected. Money will be collected. Will not be collected. The money will have been collected. The money should be collected. Okay. In English language, be, been, being, these are the three challenging words, and if they were not in English language, believe me, English would have been very, very easy. Now, the thing is that we cannot remove be, been, being from the English language. They will stay there, and we will have to learn them how to make the proper use of be, been, being. That is challenge, okay? The one who is appropriate in using be been being, believe me, his English is very good, and he is most probably teacher because the students are not very expert in using be, been, and being. All right. So these three words are challenge. Um, I have a way of training myself to make proper use of be, been, being. All right, and the verbs, the less, we call them helping verbs. These are the second helping verb. Be, been, being is never first helping verb. Be, been, being maybe second helping verb, sometimes third helping verb as well. The more helping verb in a sentence, the more difficult it becomes. Okay, the maximum in a helping verbs come together, and they are four, and they are in future tense only. Very rare. We don't use them very much, but remember, be, been, being are your enemies, and you need to pay. You need to be very careful, and you should be bold enough to use them in your speeches because they will come again and again. So this is I'm a teacher, and every teacher uses be, been, being very expertly. If you are using be, been, being very expertly, you don't have the fear of using be, been, being. Believe me, you are a teacher, you are not a student. Let's move on to next. He was more wicked than anyone else. Well, this type of sentence is very often we speak. He was more honest than anyone else. He was more cruel than anyone else. And he was more willing than anyone else. He was more cheerful than anyone else. He was foolish than anyone else. Okay, these are, you see, the words with descriptive words for something. Okay, for some person it can be, but these are they have more than one sounds. Okay, and if there are the words which have more than two sounds, it should be, but here it is more than one sound. Well, in this case, we use the word with what I should say longer descriptive words. Okay, they describe a person here. These are the qualities of a person. They describe a descriptive word for things. Normally I say, but here because these words belong to human beings, so I can say these words are descriptive words for men. All right, because they have more than one sound. So wicked, honest, cruel, willing, cheerful, foolish. So in this case, so you can use more wicked, more honest, more cruel, more willing, more cheerful, more foolish. If there are more than two sounds, then definitely you will use more with them. Okay. But if it is one sound, you will not use more. We just add like big, bigger. Okay. And like some other three words maybe like this. Okay. Now I'm back in jumping into table 16. Your code is the thickest of all. Okay, superlative. Here is that now you can say the thickest. That means comparatively, this is the one that has uh, that no one else is like this. Okay, this is the thickest. Yes, so we can say no one is like this. Your code is the thickest of all. Your code is the worst of all. Your code is the best of all. Your code is the finest of all. Okay, in this way you can make more sentences and all these sentences. But there is little chance that you will make mistake because this is the important word and there's only one and other things that you can add little chance. Preposition is one preposition, so there is the least chance that you will make mistake. You can make as many sentences as you can. Okay, how many? How many is we used to ask the number of things. So how many cups are there on the table? How many knives are there on the table? This is are is the major word, okay, and this is the main verb that is being used in this sentence. So little chance that you will make a mistake. You can make many sentences. How much? This is when things we cannot count, like milk, oil, here, money. We can count the notes, but we cannot count money. The value of the money, like 10 rupees, 20 rupees, in that way we can count. $10, $20, $40 are the currency in your own way. But the money cannot be counted. Dollars can be counted, pounds can be counted, but money cannot. Reals can be counted, dirhams can be counted. How much money is there? Is the most important word, okay? In English, there are 24 words which are very important and you should keep in mind. I have divided them into three groups. In the first group, it is will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, do, does, did. All right. These words are followed by first form of the verb and second form no helping verb. It always comes in this straight way. He worked, he said, he played. It is like this. And has, have, had, being, and they are followed by third form of the verb and is, am, or was, were, be, been. This is one of the seven which are followed by ing form or no form of verb. Okay. So when there is no form of verb, sentence is easy, but this word is important. All right. And you see, I also call them not words. They are 24 and they are really very important. And I don't forget when I'm speaking English. So I wish that you should not forget. It will make your task very easy. Otherwise, English will remain very difficult for you. And you will come to these words. You will come to know the value of these words if you are one day to speak able to speak English. Similarly, it is, it was. I told you that is, am, are, was, or be, been. And these two words belong to that group. They are followed by ing form or third form. So this is because here they are not followed by any form of verb. So it is these are the main verbs now, and it is very easy. It is my friend. It is not my turn. It is 4 o'clock. It is not noon yet. So all these questions, these sentences that you'll make, I'm pretty sure that they will not be wrong. No one wrote anything at that time. Okay, this is past. Okay, second form is always in the past. The second form is always without any helping verb. Second form does not accept any helping verb. Helping verbs are the not verbs. All right. For example, if you write here did not, so immediately it becomes right. So second form, so this is past tense because it is S plus 2 type sentences. So here is what are you? I'm a clerk. All right. What is it? This is some question answer good. Uh, what's your nationality? The proper way to return this question is my nationality is Indian. Is this book? Is this the book you need? You can say yes. This is the book that I need. There are two types of questions. The one which is starting with a helping verb, and the ones which are starting with a question word. The sentence question starting with question words, they need one detail, and that one detail is added in the end of the sentence. Okay, and you should not consider them in the beginning, like and the other sentence, some type of questions are which begin with helping verb or not word, and this type of sentences can be answered as yes or no, but I advise you that you should return the question with the proper sentence. Okay, so where is the book? It is on the table. Where is the clerk? It is at the table. It is in the seat. Where is Kamla going? Kamla is going to into the room, or she is going into the room. So is Kamla going? That was the question. Okay. Is the clerk? This is the question. The clerk is the answer. The book is the answer. Who went? He went. Okay. Who is often changed with some name, like no one us, none of us. Okay. Is this? The answer is this is. The rest is the same. Is this the book you need? Yes, this is the book I need. All right. So you in conversation, you changes into I changes into you. Your changes into my changes into yours. Okay. Your may be changing into our. Let's go up. Where is some more sentences? Okay, this is question answer. Where is Kamla? Kamla is in the room. What do you play besides hockey? Do you is a question, okay? What do you play? Yes, I play. What do you play? I play football. You see, what do you play besides hockey? I play football besides hockey. All right. Who is inside? It is my brother. Okay. Who is inside? It is my brother. You can say my brother is inside. My friend is inside. Both ways, correct? Why does he work hard? So questions beginning with why or how may be a bit difficult ones, okay? Because we have to give a reason and explain the process. Why does he work hard? Because it is because he wants to win a prize. The other way to say this, does he work? Or we can say he works. He works hard to win a prize. This is the right way to say something. Can she walk easily? Can she is the question? She can. No, she is quite weak. She cannot walk. She cannot walk easily. Who is guilty? You put a name here. Either you or your brother is guilty. Well, for how long have you been learning English? So, have you been is the question. I have been learning English for the last 2 years. When shall I receive his letter? Shall I is the question. I shall it will become. You shall. Oh, sorry, you will. When shall I receive this letter? You will receive this letter within 3 days. Oh, pretty long list of these sentences. Okay, good ones, not bad. Yes, yeah. Was the boy absent? Was the boy, that is the question, and the boy was, okay? The boy was absent from school. Yes, he was absent from school. Does he know? This is the question. Answer is he knows. He knows his weakness. Yes, he is fully conscious. He is fully aware of it. Why not we, when we are talking, we can return on the sentence to make an answer. We can make an answer after the question. Does he know? Yes, he knows. Okay. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. The rest is the same. Are you sure of your success? Yes, I'm quite sure of my success. Of course, I'm sure of my success. Now, sometimes we do not use the word yes. We say of course. Of course is actually a counterattack on the person who is making a question. Are his remarks based on facts? Yes, his remarks are based on facts. All the questions which are not starting with a question word, they can be answered in simple yes or no. But the right way is to return the question as you are learning how to speak English. So, are his remarks based on facts? Yes, his remarks are based on facts. Why do you want to leave? Do you want, this is the question. I want to leave, and then it is because, okay? I want to leave to try for a better job or for better prospects. What is to be done? Okay, so let the post be advertised. Okay, and this is not a proper sentence. What's to be done? Something is to be done. Okay, you can say, or let the post be advertised. All right, this is what am I requested to do? Am I is the question. I'm requested to do. I'm requested not to smoke. Okay. What are you requested? I'm requested. What am I requested to do? You are requested not to smoke. So am I is the question. Answer is you are. Sorry, previously maybe I've been making some mistakes in my fluency. Okay, shall we ever forget these good days? Shall we? We shall. Okay. Uh, Ever, if it is not, then we can, it will change into never. We shall never forget these good days. Okay. Uh, of course, we shall forget these good days. It can be like this. Is man immortal? Yes, man is immortal. Is there any gain without hard work? Yes, there is some gain without hard work. Or you can say, yeah, no, and there is not any gain without hard work. And did any of you play football? Yes, all of us played football. Or you can say, no, no one, and no one played, what I should say. No, none of us did. All right, this is the right way. And we can make answer from this. No, no one else played football. Isn't there any milk in the bottle? Isn't is the question. There is not. Isn't there? There is not any milk in the bottle. Shall I give you some more milk? Some is for positive sentences, not for negative or question form sentences. Negative are the sentences in which we use the word not. So this is a question, and some is not the appropriate word, and any is mostly used. But it is maybe milk is not countable. That's why they are using some with it. Shall I give you some more milk? So yes, you should, you shall give, or you should give some more milk to me. Will you give? Whatever I want, yes, I will give you whatever you want. Who is that? That is my brother. That's my friend. Is it me you are calling? Yes, it is you. Yes, it is you I am calling. How many boys are there in the class? And there is question, and there are many boys in the class. Okay, had anybody else come? Yes, somebody. Mm, yes, mm, some people came. Okay, or no, nobody had come. Actually, this question had anyone else? The right way to ask this question is, did anyone come? That is the right way to ask this question. Anyway, had is not properly used here. Okay, for how long did you stay in the garden? Did you stay is the question. I stayed in the garden for a long time. Okay, how much money can you lend? I'm making answer out of my own mind. Okay, I'm not following these answers. Okay, because they are short. Sometimes so I wanted to make longer quiz. I wanted also to tell you that how to make an answer out of the question. How much money can you lend me? Can you is the question. I can lend you $50. Okay. Right, and here is the selection of A and N. Well, not very good exercise. Okay, looks older. And then to his yes, no, not very good exercises. And this is to set right. I'm not used to read the wrong type sentences. And practice, I told you that when there is one thing and the name of the thing is starting with R sound, then you will write N, R, E, A, O. These type of sounds are when there is something, the name of the thing is starting with R, E, A, O type sounds, U type sounds, then we use um, uh, what is this? N, okay, for one thing. So this is an as, that is a book. The book is not just started with an R sound, is B sound. Okay, so that's for our book. It is my book. We traveled by ship. It was a fine ship. I am taller than him. He was looking at me. He had hardly finished the work when his friend came. You are either a thief or a robber. I have been studying this subject for 10 years. He spent plenty of money on his wedding. No sooner did I leave the house than it began to rain. Though his arms were weak, his legs were strong. Neither of us is lucky. It is too hot to work. Do you have many? They have many toys because this is ups and down. I have some difficulty in reading. So this is bread. Bread is food, and she is too weak to walk. He works hard lest he should fail. Well, this is very good expression. He works hard lest he should fail. It means that he does not want to fail. That's why he is working hard. Somebody spoke to me. I forgot who. He is the man who I know is corrupt. Put everything in its place. None of them was available there. There is misery in the lives of all men. Are you senior to him? So this is what it is. Okay, some on the day 31, I'm not going to jump into 31. So it's the time to end this video. And in the end, I tell you that if you need some coaching and for physical class, so we are available in Barrier Town, Lahore. You can call at this number 0301 460 4168. And if you are far away from Barrier Town, Lahore, Pakistan, you can have a guidance, online guidance, and mine is the minimum instructions, maximum practice. All right. So I don't make English burden for the learners, and rather it is I have um, a pretty easy methods of easy learning how to speak English. So this is not you see native language. This is spoken English written, but it is written in our local language. It is the same as spoken English. Spoken English, it is said. So we are in Baritone. Are you for online classes or to join us in the academy? You can dial number 0301 460 4168. And my name is Wahid. I am from Pakistan, and our other services are, you can say here, spoken English is also there, and IELTS mock tests can be arranged for you, and MA English Part 1, you can take guidance, MA English Part 2, and fourth year English, and Part 1, sorry, this is BA English Part 1, BA English Part 2, not Part 2 is fourth year, and part 1 is I'm going to do it today. I always forget. Okay, intermediate English part 1 if you are in Pakistan, and intermediate English part 2, and ninth. There are some other subjects you see in FA, FSC. You can join the academy. There are some very good teachers, and but if it is English, you can contact me. I can give you coaching on this subject. Ninth class subjects and 10th class subjects, all subjects, these are the what it should say, coaching for the examination. And you can join our academy if you are in Barrytown, and if you are far away. We target using model papers, past papers, and or subject-wise, whatever the way you choose, we can give you guidance. If it depends that how much time is left for your examination. If we have fairly good, plenty of time, then we follow the subjects chapter by chapter. And if it is real time, less of time, then we follow model papers, and that is, and there are frequent tests as well. My field is that learning, if you are not, if tenses are a problem and you are afraid of tenses, so you can join me. That's very easy. Present, past, and future, I can teach you. And use of verb forms. So this is a must, okay? And the proper use of verb forms, you cannot avoid it. I say or I don't say, but this is that you will have to follow, and everybody follows when they are reading, writing, or speaking English. Misuse of or improper use of verb forms easily indicates that a person doesn't know English. So creative writing, if you need help in that, we can help you improve your creative writing. Active specified skills, very easy, you can learn from it. Similarly, direct and indirect skills, you can learn from it. Most of the language that write in the examination, that is in the indirect form. Books are written in the indirect forms. Very rarely they have direct speeches in them. Sometimes the quotations are given there, or sometimes in the novel we have direct and indirect both, but in plays, dramas, we have only direct speeches. Okay, but when it's prose writing, then mostly we are like article writing, we are always using mostly indirect writing. So there is a skill as well in the examination. We have to change direct into indirect. So you can also learn that skill. Translation skills, yes, translation skills. It is very easy with us how to translate things. So there are some tips and there are some methods that we follow, and they help us a lot how to translate things. Translating is not an easy job. It depends that what type of language we are going to translate. Uh, all type of languages not possible to translate. Only experts can do it, but the basic type of translation we can easily do. Presentation and the paper solving skills. This is really a very important part. And if you are a good student, and then your presentation of the paper and paper solving techniques should be very good. I have seen many people who have given poor performance, who were disappointed in the examination. If you are a good student, then each and every mark in the examination is does matter to you, and you definitely don't want to lose it, because positions um, are won and lost by a fraction of marks as well. So literature introduction is also very important. Most of the people who are doing MA English, or they are studying English in their schools, in English medium schools, the higher classes, and these they may find it a bit difficult if they don't have real understanding of literature. They must know that what they are studying. Literature is not explained everywhere, and I have seen that many people, when they don't have understanding of literature, they begin to give their comment on literary personalities, and that is very risky, and that is not very good. And we should, it is not very difficult, only a couple of classes, 1 week, 2 week classes, so they can help you understand what literature is. All right, and grade is 6 to 8 all subjects, and grade 3 to 5 all subjects we are offering. Often female teachers are females, and because they have a lot of you see managing skills, and they have a lot of patience, and we really do need that. And the grade 1 to 2, that's foundation level, and if there are students about 5 or more than 5, a female teacher can be arranged for them at the academy. So if you are looking for online classes, you can call me at the number 0301460468, or you can call me for home tuition as well. And if you are here near Barrier Town, and from Barrier Town to East Midtown, I'm available. Those who are in this area, they can easily understand. I don't really go very far from this location. Uh, and the other nothing else that I have to say is that my message is that English is not a difficult language. It is all our the mess that we have created in the name of grammar. For that reason, English has become very difficult, and the instructions are not appropriate. And the present English language, English grammar, needs a lot amendments. Okay, and then if they are not made, English will remain difficult for most of you. To gain confidence, you need to learn the proper use of verb form and handling of tenses, present, past, and future. Remember, tenses are either past or non-past. Now, thank you very much for your patience and listening to me. I hope to meet in some other video. Until then, I say goodbye. I wish you all the best. Stay, wish all the success for you. Remember me in your prayer until hope until meet again. Thank you very much. Goodbye.